Mississippi. I guess that's what I would call it.
It is what it is. It is Mississippi.
Yeah. It is that, man. Shoot, man. We got a early morning edition, man. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Calvin from Seymour TV. Man, we got the relationship expert in the house. Said the Springer. What's going on, Said?
Man, what's going on now? You know we gotta put that disclaimer on the relationship expert, but everybody know what it is.
Everybody
Man,
know what it is.
I have to, trying to do this the right way and be a little bit more consistent with the podcast. But me driving trucks and dealing with the elements, it kind of prevent a lot of stuff. So hopefully things will get better when we get out the winter season. I haven't I haven't driven in snow of this magnitude in over 20 some years, ever since I moved to Mississippi. So it's
Mm.
something, it's almost brand new to me, almost. But hey, I'm making it work, but it's just something that you got to really you really got to be careful out here.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. We know it's safety first, man. You know, hey,
Safety first,
we,
safety
we
first.
need to hear the expert, but shoot, the expert need to be safe in order for us to hear him. So, hey, we all good, man. It's all love on our end. We gonna take the expert as long as he's good and healthy and mind free, and that's where you can answer the questions and everything with a free mind, and you ain't got to worry about sliding down into a ditch, something like that. So I understand
True,
that,
true that.
man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Look, man, before we get started, man, we got two small topics we can jump into before we jump into what you got going on your mind or whatever.
Okay,
One
what you
is,
got?
well, both of them is obvious. And we'll start off with the more recent one, and that was how was your Valentine's? Valentine's Day was yesterday, and excuse me, do you, I guess we would say not celebrate Valentine's, but participate in it
Uh,
during the Valentine's, brother?
you know what? It really go for me, and me. I'm gonna speak for myself. I really try. I really try to avoid all that type of stuff, man. For the simple fact, for me, it's a pride thing. I would like to think that it's not just one particular day, but if it come across that if she ain't got to say it, but if I feel like it's something that my wife really, if she want flowers or something that particular, hey, yeah,
She ain't gotta say it,
I
but I feel like
I will participate in it. But other than that, I would like to think that I'm romantic as much as I can possibly be. This Valentine's the different. This is the first one we haven't been together. So which I'm heading should be heading home. So, but other than that, man, yeah, I mean, but I don't knock it. Just you know, to me, if you really look at it, it's a money grab. Once you get older and you start looking at all these holidays and situations, there's somebody got to benefit from it.
mm-hmm. It's
So,
sure a money grab now. That it is.
I don't know how many roses were sold and all this and all that, but if it's gonna make you feel special or make her feel special, hey, go for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I agree with you with that. I bet you that ain't nothing but a money grab. I guarantee you
Yeah.
that ain't nothing but a
And
money grab.
I don't want it to seem like I'm not romantic or no shit like that, and I don't do for my wife, and then I try to do for her all the time. Like I said, as best as I can, and that's real. I mean, seriously, I like to do stuff more for how I do. I like to just pop up and do stuff. I don't want it to be just said this day you got to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Just random things, just do it and catch off guard, stuff like that. But yeah, if I feel like, if you say, well, hey, this Valentine, I want to go there, or she just give me that vibe, yeah, I'm gonna do something.
I heard that. I heard that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Let me keep my mic over here. Shoot, I forgot about that too. Okay, and I guess the one I like the most really is Black History Month. How do you feel about that? The Black History Month.
Same thing. I really, to be honest with you, I wish we didn't have it. I wish that
Okay.
technology. I like to just acknowledge those who ever contribute anything to the advancement of this technology or whatever. Just give everybody they just do. We would never know what all Black people contributed to making life easier. And I'm talking about as far as technology wise, sewing machines, pressing comb, whatever the case may be, because we know a lot of patents have been stolen.
Yeah, yeah,
So you never. But
yeah. Well,
in
but
general,
we know for sure we done did over 50,000 patents. That's out of slavery. So we can't say how many patents we had while we was in slavery because we were not allowed to patent anything. So I can put it like that.
yeah, if you take, and if you want to just call them uncivilized or whatever the case may be, it's those stories, but the history was supposedly told. If you take somebody that lived in the jungles of Africa, right? If they say, or whatever they want to call it, and they've been surviving
Hmm.
for years, and they never had an issue with electricity. And they just know how to survive. They knew what it took. They came up with some type of invention to make life easier for them. So I don't like, people saying people are savages and this and that, just because they weren't living off modern technology. They've been making it. They've been living. They've been doing the best that they could, the best they knew how. And I'm pretty sure a lot of things were taken from them that wasn't thought of. You know what I mean? Hello, hello, hello. I can't hear you. Hello, I can't hear nothing.
Can you hear me now? Say it. Damn, say it. He hit mute. You hit mute. Say it.
See my mic. Oh, hello. Can you hear me
I
now?
I hear you now.
Oh, my mic it went off for some reason. Hold on.
Mine did too. My mute button hit for some reason. Wow. But I heard you though. But I heard you. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I know the mic went off for some reason. Yeah,
Yeah,
but to see people,
true.
to see people back in whatever time survive without modern technology, as you look at, you might say the Amish people living without certain things. Man, people know how to survive. That don't make them savages because they're not using what's being used now.
Yeah, yeah. That's just
Yeah.
to me that's just a whole lot of the media would do shit like that. Me personally, that's why I be kind of careful on what type of media I do listen to intake because if you intake on a lot of that stuff, man, that stuff is that's bad for your brain and it will damage you up real bad. So I be kind of careful about what I listen to. I
Yeah.
really
Yeah. You
do.
gotta be. You gotta be.
Yeah. What I put it like this, what I partake in, because I know that stuff, man. It's just it'll really get you. It really will get you. Now, me personally, American history is Black history to me because there is no part of a history in America that Black people haven't had anything part of it. To be honest,
Yeah. Yeah.
and because you can't name nothing, no part of life that you can't name that Black people didn't have a big take in. So you really just can't. Some people who would try, And those who try to do that, that's the ones you need to look at sideways, because why would you be trying to? Yeah, why would you be trying to look for something that you know doggone well? You got to be digging. You got to be digging and reaching real far for some crap like that.
Yeah.
Real far.
And then you got to understand the intent of which somebody might have wrote it. Whoever wrote it, whoever wrote the history, what was their agenda? They might have wanted to exclude some things. So, like I said, you really got, the older you get, I mean, the younger, yeah, you probably take what you hear. But the older you get, you really got to go deep and start research. And then something just got to just make sense to you too. Something just got to be flat out just got to make sense.
It does. It really do.
So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Cause I know a lot of people. Somebody asked me, when was I planning on doing? Cause we haven't did a broadcast all month, and I do want to open up and open up the floor and see what our people think about Black History Month and stuff like that. Me personally. It's me personally, it's kind of, I wouldn't want to get rid of it, but it's kind of spit in the face, because one, you're giving me the shortest month of the year to actually talk about Black people and their history and what they contribute to America or to the world, to be honest, to the world, when we all know Black people. If it wasn't for Black people in America, it wouldn't be America, because we built America. Because when they tried before us, every colony they tried, it failed. They got to the point they was eating each other, because they failed, because they didn't know how to do simple things, as into simple as how to wash their ass. Simple. Yeah, they was dying off of stuff because they didn't know how to know anything about bathing correctly. It was the Moors actually taught them how to bathe using alcohol and soap and stuff like that. They didn't know anything about things like this. But
yeah, okay, but my thing when you get, for me, you get rid of it, but you write it right. You do history right. You put it up, plug it along. If you're breaking things down by the century, you plug it along with the achievements of Black people. Just put it in there where with a timetable fit or whatever the case may be. I ain't saying just don't have no acknowledgement of Black history, but I'm just saying like a prison term or whatever from like a murder. Okay, we ain't got to have all these different types of levels. If you committed a murder and you found guilty, it should be 25 years to life, period.
But then said that wouldn't go with certain people's agenda either.
Well, see, I mean, so you ain't gonna win regardless, but still in all, I mean, do it right.
Yeah, and I feel you. That right there is, that's the more.
Why you want to single it out? And like you said, why you want to single it out and just give it a month? Then you got McDonald's making a profit off of it. Black History Month all year, 365. Okay, well then, if we gonna do it like that, then write it right.
Yeah, but that like I said, that right there was that would mess with
the power that be or
business.
whatever.
The power to be, the business side, money wise. Then see a lot of people don't understand. Their biggest thing is they got to put a face on a lot of stuff that's evil. Like we'll say, like gun violence. They want to put the gun violence up on a Black face. They do that. They put violence up on a Black face. They even put dog fighting up on a Black face. Now, they working their way into trying to get serial killing on a Black face. Put that on a Black face on serial killing and stuff like that. See, it's all about the image. See, long as they can show the image of certain things, and if it's something evil, they're gonna put a black face on it. They're gonna put a black face up on it.
Well,
Yeah, they're gonna put a black face up.
that's why I say you got to go in, and once you, like I said, once you reach a certain age, if you don't have it at a young age, reach a certain age, you really just got to start digging and investigating for yourself.
Yep, I agree.
That's pretty much the bottom line.
But you know, most of us, especially our young people, they're not gonna do that. So
nah, because they want them. They want them.
But hey,
they want them.
This is what we need to do. And as we talking about young people, we're gonna go into our next segment as I'm talking about these young people, because me personally, the parenting aspect, we talked vaguely about this once before, about parents and how they raise their kids and stuff like that. But this in our society, they doing it totally wrong. They either letting the TV raise their children, or they letting they letting their mother or father raise their children, or they trying to give them money to raise their children. Either way, they're not parenting. And parenting is teaching and sending your child into society, knowing a lot of things in life, and they're not doing it. And and these children that are having children are not doing it. I don't think they know what the hell they're doing anyway, to be honest. Sure. So, on that being said, go ahead and kind of walk us into the topic of what you had going on, because I haven't heard it, and I'd like to know what it's all about. Are you there, Sid? I think Sid done ran into a dead zone on us, y'all.
Hello? Shit.
No,
hey, Cam, I can't hear nothing. I
don't hear him, though.
Hello?
Hello. Go ahead.
Hello?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Hello? God.
I hear you. I hear you. Go ahead. Apparently he didn't hear me, y'all. Hear me that phone. He'll come back up in here in a minute. I guess so. But anyway, what we're talking about is parenting. Let me make sure I ain't got no comments. And as y'all come in, go ahead and hit that like button as y'all come on in. Come on in, hit that like button, hit that share, and everything else. What you got, Sid?
Hello? Man, I got kicked off. Say, I ain't heard nothing you said. Oh, okay. You heard me? Okay.
I heard everything.
Well, before we get into children, man, I'm going to get on something real quick, man. It's called Cheaters and Children. But two of the most sensitive subjects we're going to talk about ever in life. And really, cheaters shouldn't be. But I got to speak on this from the simple aspect. The last, because we haven't been on here about a month. So, went viral. This lady catches her husband at an airport in Atlanta. I saw it, didn't open it up, and I'm thinking, this is not new news. This people get caught all the damn time. This, I don't understand what's so special about, and which nothing is special about it. What's so special about this particular incident? So I'm listening to it. She catches her husband at an airport in Atlanta with his side chick or whatever the case may be. But the thing that caught my attention is how it came about. So the way I got it, or the way I heard it, she was going to the airport either to see her husband before he got on the flight or whatever the case may be. So she checked on the flight to see have it made it in or whatever the case may be. And a guy there finds out who her husband is and wanted to know, his name, and she was all like, I just need to know I know what flight he's on. I just need to know when it's gonna land or whatever it is. And she's like, I don't want to give all that personal information about who he is. But anyway, it goes on, and so she gives him that information. This guy goes and tell her, yeah, your husband on there, and tell her who he on there with.
Mm.
This is the thing. First of all, let me say this about my philosophy or my logic about how I think about things. And this is real sensitive for the reason, if I think a certain way, people think that I might be a part of doing the same thing. And that's not the case. It's just my philosophy about things. That guy that told that woman that information played a very dangerous game. That he don't know what that woman could have been on. That woman could have easily went and got a gun and came up there and killed her husband and that woman, the other woman.
Yeah, yeah.
But my overall view about people relationships, people need to mind their business on that. I think we talked about this before. Stay out of people relationship. And I don't know many guys that do it, but I know women say it all the time. Hey, if I catch my best friend man out, I'm letting her know. You're not helping her by doing that. And I don't care what you say. I don't care how you look at it. You putting your best friend or your sister or your mother for that information. You're putting them in a position that they don't want to be in because of the simple fact you're going to make them make a call they probably don't want to make.
Mm. Mm.
If you come to them and you say, hey, I expect so, even if you're not expecting them to do something, in their mind, they think, I got to do something now because it's exposed. I got to do something. They might not want to leave their spouse or their boyfriend or whoever their significant other is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's stuff that you have to stay away from. And I'm saying, man, your brother, your sister, they ain't none of my damn business. I don't know what my sister or my brother may know. They might already know this. I don't want to, especially, you don't want to do that, especially if they have children. I wouldn't want you to do it at all. But if you have a child, and just say let's just say they married and they have kids that they're raising. This man or woman is playing their part in their relationship. Either one of them could cheat. So one of them cheat or whatever, and you bring it back, and then the family broke up. To me, you're the home wrecker.
Mm.
You just wrecked the whole family dynamic by bringing that in there. That person could have been at their house chilling, having a good day, and here you come with some BS that they may already know. And even if they didn't know, they might not want to know it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know a lot of people, man, you man, crazy. I'm telling myself, okay, I mean, to each his own. I just think that when it comes down to relationship, you need to stay away from that. You don't know the dynamic of which that relationship is running, especially if it's from the outside, it looked like it's doing good. Why would you want to go mess that up?
You know, hey, what's that? Misery Loves Company. You know, some people take
Yeah,
it like that now. And then that dude, he sounded like and whoever told that, he said if it was a man, it sounded like somebody who gives up pussy, and he was wanting no boy to bust his little pussy wide open and got jealous and stuff like that. It just these time of
drama.
days, man. Yeah, people just love just simple drama, mess. You know what is it about mess that you want, you like that much? I don't get it. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't get it.
And like I said, you don't want to put up, and like I said, it's not something that I like to talk on because people really just take the whole perspective the wrong way. Anybody have their own perspective about somebody else cheating. The reason why I really don't like speaking on cheating because it's not a wide gap. If they, from the percentages that have heard, man cheat at 27% and a woman cheat at 25, it's not that much of a gap.
Mm.
And now if it was just a dominant men cheat at 27 and a woman cheat at 5, then okay, I can see, okay, well, something might be. But obviously, if a woman is messing with a man that she know has a partner, then hey, it is what it is. But to also speak on that same relationship, that woman came in and caught her husband with the side piece has spoken up and said that's how he married her. because he was married when he found his wife.
Mm.
That's why I say stay away from relationship because you don't know, you never know the full story.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, never you will never know it. That woman said that, yeah, I was, but I did not. She said I went on a date with him and I found out he was married, and I told him, no, we can't date no more until you get a divorce. But come on, bro, but you stayed for the whole dinner. And you kept in contact until he finally got a divorce. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So what you, I mean, basically what you did, somebody did it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know why it made the news. But I had to speak on that, man. I know there was something that
And it made the news.
man, it went viral fast. And like I said, for the life
Ooh.
of me, I'm thinking, why is this such a thing?
This
Why
was
is this
he had to be an athlete or something. He had to be somebody who of saw
no,
celebrity or an athlete or something.
no? And
Wow.
she just only thing she did was she went there, she caught him, she filmed it. But other than that, I'm all like, man, this, I guess because she filmed it, I guess that's why it went viral. I'm like, well, hell, this happened.
Probably. Yeah, probably big, big. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Because it don't make no sense why that would go viral. Because if that's the case, hell, there's a lot of
That's what I'm
cases
saying.
out there like that right now. So I don't get that.
It just didn't get caught on video, but hell, people get caught up all the time. This,
Uh,
this is not nothing new. And
yeah.
and you have people who do catch their spouse and they still stay with the spouse, or they still keep their relationship going after you done went up there. Now you look like a ass because you figured, hey, I put you up on game. I let you know that, hey, he out here or she out here doing something, and you staying with him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then look, just stay with you anyway. Now they want to cut you off because you was all in their business.
Yeah. You know what's the name? You know they got a TV series like this shit called Cheetahs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
know
some of them
Cheetahs.
gonna work it out.
Yeah.
And like I said, when they work it out, they looking at you with a side eye like, I don't like them, and because they ain't doing nothing but trying to break up our relationship. So it's just best stay away from it. And that's just my take. I'm not gonna speak on it more, but like I said, I don't want them to, because when I speak on it, and then they're saying, oh, he must cheat or something like this. No, I got a whole philosophy about child support. I don't think a man that's not married should pay it, but I don't pay it. I ain't never paid it, but I'm speaking on it. I'm just giving my opinion or my philosophy about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, I like your philosophy about the child support. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie to you. I do. Well, I don't pay child support anymore, but
I figured you would though.
yeah, but I like it though. It's something to look at though. It's really something to look at. It is
Yeah.
something to look at. Now get on this topic of what you were telling me about
So
because I haven't heard this, and damn, I've been listening to a lot of things. And what's the name? And I think I seen. I thought they went on tour together, but I don't know what the hell was going on. But I'll let you tell everybody else because I don't know anything about
well, it's the thing. It's man, this thing right here with Monique, the comedian slash actress. There's a lot going on with her right now,
it. Yeah.
and it's been actually a lot going on with her for a lot of years, really. And my whole take on it at first, when she first came out with it, she has this is how I set up. So Monique did the movie Precious, which I really really love that movie, man.
You
Uh,
did?
I did, I really did. For the simple
Nah.
fact, it opened up my eyes to a lot of things that go on with people behind the scenes. You just don't really know how deep some stuff could be. That's how I took it. It just opened up my eyes on that broad spectrum like that.
Mm.
So anyway, when somebody, according to Hollywood, how I go is you do a movie, you promote the movie. I mean, you got to go do the whole promotional thing. You got to go to TV shows and things of that just to keep promoting it. This is something that they say that's always done because it's your movie. So you wanted to get the whatever, get the looks and watching people. So Monique said she wasn't gonna do no promo because she wasn't getting paid. And
Mm.
Oprah and them was trying to tell her, hey, but you going against the grain. This is not how this done. This is how we do it. This, you know, she had made movies before. You know how I go, and that's fine. If she says she's not contractually obligated to do it, then that's fine. I ain't got no problem with it either. Hey, look, I'm only gonna do what I get paid to do. No problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's how they do things, you choose you don't want to do it. And I'm standing with her on there. Okay, Monique. Okay, shit, you got your point. You didn't get paid. So then she goes on, and every chance she got, man, for the last I don't know how many years, she blasts Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry and this and that. Stuff. Which the first few times, you know, you're like, okay, she a little mad. Then you get like, then a few more times, you be like, okay, I can see she bitter. Then a few more times, you be like, all right, now shit, give it a rest. All right, now damn. I mean, cause you a small fish among sharks. You ain't finna get them to break. You're
Mm.
not that established as an actor. You're not that big as an actor. Let me say that. I ain't gonna say established. You're not that big as you got to really have some following and some strong viewers behind you to have the type of power that you're trying to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? And she just
Yeah.
don't have that. I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of Monique as her actress. I'm not really big on her stand-ups. But anyway, so she steady going on this
And
rant. So
and
she
them
steady goes on this
everyone.
rant.
So
So now she's talking about how people need to forgive people and this and that and the third. You should be forgiving people and admit that you're wrong and this and that the other. So this been going on for, like I said, this been going on for years. So a few days ago, her oldest son comes out, and now with to Monique's credit, she talks about him too. She said, "I wasn't the parent that I should have been. I had a child at 15. I
mm.
I wasn't in his life. I wasn't in his life like I should have been because I was out chasing the money and the fame." She'll say that she say that all day long. Her son gets on there and was like, okay, and he talks about it. He was all like, but we could have had a relationship, or we can build a relationship because I had some mental issues and this and that the other because he didn't understand why his mother was choosing these things over him. This dude in his 30s now, and so she has divorced his father, and she had married another man. Now Monique had 2 kids prior to her relationship that she has now. She got 2 kids prior, and the guy that she's with now, she have a set of twins, so that's 4 kids total. But this guy said that he got 3 kids, and he won't let the oldest one call him dad or whatever the case may be because he said that your father's living. You have a living father. He's a good dude, and me and him got a good relationship, so I can't be your father. Now, this is the thing that we've been talking about for years. I mean, yeah, for a while now. Anyway, there's so many things that this one thing comprises of everything. For one, first thing I'm going with, this is what you get when you marry or you have a relationship with somebody with a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the headache that you don't want. And I don't know what her husband now have done for him coming up. I don't know. But these are the issues that at all costs you will want to avoid. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying, like I said, and I say it again, I'm not saying that women with kids are worthless. And but I'm just saying the headache or the thing that might come from it, even from us, the biological father, you're gonna have to deal with that, or you might deal with a situation like this. My brother, he had a show a while back, and he was saying, with men, do they date women with kids? Back then, when he put it out, I put the only way I would do it if the child was young. I'm talking like 1 or 2 years old, or the child was grown and gone. But I can't have a middle-aged teenagers about to reach their teens or smelling themselves. I can't be in that type of relationship with a woman because it's gonna be too many head bumps. You know what I mean?
Trust me, I know what you mean. Yeah. Trust me, I
Because
know what you mean.
And now that was at this time, but now that I done got older since then, I don't even want them young. I just want them grown and gone. Cause
Because
I ain't trying to raise nobody kids.
it would get to a point to where it'll be, you ain't my daddy, you can't tell me what to do, and all this other bullshit here and all some shit like that. But at the end of the day, a real man gonna be like, okay, two things gonna happen here. One, I'll pay. I'll pay the cost to be the boss up in this motherfucker for one. So if you don't like what's going on up in here, then you can easily get the hell up out of here, because I'd be damned if I pay bills up in this motherfucker and I'm paying house note, I'm paying this, I'm paying everything, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and you thinking you finna run over me? No, either you go or I go, or you going by the rules of this house. That's the only way I can see it. And I tell anybody that you ain't got to put
Yeah,
up with no fucking headache.
that's
That's
right,
how that shit
right.
goes,
So
like that.
that's one dynamic. Now the only thing, because I done heard the 30-year-old son talk, and he done put out three different little TikToks or whatever have you. And I side with him for the simple fact that he's not asking her for anything. Only thing he's saying, we need to have a relationship because I'm your son and you have a granddaughter. That's what I take from it. Now somebody else might get a different perspective, but he's not asking for money. He's just saying, hey, this is what we need to do to heal our relationship. But she keep going back to what I've done for you. And this is my whole
Man.
take. Because if you have somebody, and a lot of people saying, well, the Bible say you need to honor thy mother and their father, and that and the third. I mean, that's to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm living up under your roof, yeah. But at some point in time, I'm gonna become an adult. Now, I'm not gonna disrespect you. And another thing, he don't want anything to do with his mother or his child to do anything with his mother. Don't you know? And this was just done a couple of weeks ago. The most least likely person in the household, I'm talking about married or whatever, is going to be the father. 70% say the father is he's the most one that's unlikable. Simple reason that I got out of it. 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure he's out providing. And then when he come home, he had to be the disciplinarian. He gonna have
Yeah,
to lay down. So
yeah.
your child looking at you. Hell, the only time me and you interact when you want to whoop my ass.
Yeah, I know how
And
that would go for
and
sure.
nine and a lot of time it ain't that we want to do it. It's just when we come home to it, your wife or whatever, them say, look, he been cutting up,
You
and he
know,
like,
I don't talk to him. I don't did this. I need for you to step up and do what you need to do. And
yeah.
at that
So
point, especially after a hard days of work, you don't feel like doing all this goddamn talking. You probably do it one time, but after then, enough is enough, man. It's time to lay the law down.
cause my thing when my kids was in school, I said, I tell you what, and when we had to meet the parents, I said, now as far as the education, that's on you. As far as how he act in your classroom, I had that straight. He's not gonna
Mm-hmm.
disrupt your class. Other than that, now it's on you to teach him. Now you're gonna have to get across to him. That I can't do. But when I send him up there, he gonna know how to act.
Yeah,
So if you
yeah,
send me something back saying that he wasn't acting right, I'm gonna give him some act right, and he's gonna come back there. Everything gonna be good.
yeah, yeah.
So anyway, I side with the child because he's saying, "Hey, look, I love you, and I appreciate all the things you've done. Yeah, but I can't have a relationship with you because you taking it as if I'm ungrateful for the things that you have done, and our relationship has been broken. So I guess what I'm looking at is Monique, on a grand scale, you want people to apologize to you for wronging you, and your own child saying apologize for me because you wronged me. But you don't see that you should do that. So why do you think somebody else should do that for you?
Yeah. But I'm looking
If you
more at. Didn't you say? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you say she said she wasn't the best parent? She grew up.
she
I
did, she
mean,
did,
she
she
at the
did.
age she had him when he was at when she was at the age of 15. So it
Right,
sounds like
right.
to
And she
me
did.
that she was actually trying to buy his affection more than earn it, earn his
Right,
respect as a mother.
right.
That's what it seemed like to me because I know you had told me earlier about some stuff, but I'm quite sure you're gonna get into it. But go ahead.
Yeah. So and I have seen that firsthand. I have seen parents. I'm just gonna give you stuff. I'm just gonna let you. Hey, I got you. You gonna have Jordans and all the best clothes, but you ain't took the time out to put in the work. I remember this, and I know I told you about it before. When I first time we went down to Florida, Disney World or Disneyland, whatever one it is,
Yeah.
and took the boys down there, and man, went in Mickey Mouse. Man, I'm going crazy. I'm like, man, I never thought I could achieve this. I never thought I could provide this for my kid, and I'm just
Yeah.
having a blast. And they looking like, Daddy, when we gonna go back to the hotel to get in the pool? I'm all like, man, this Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, and I'm bringing you the characters to you. What is you? Why are you worried about a pool? I could have gave you a pool in the city we were living in. I'm all like, but when I sat back and I looked at it, that's what I wanted you to have. You ain't never
Mm-hmm.
asked me for none of that.
Mm-hmm.
You was just like, hey, I'm cool with just the pool. We just want to swim.
Yeah.
And you got to get that vibe. And then it's been two boys that I have, and like you said, you had them long days, man. And you get off work or whatever the case may be, man. You think, man, I can't wait till I get home, take me a shower, and just stretch out. As soon as you hit that door, Daddy, come on, throw me some football. You got to suck it up.
Got to
It's
you
like,
got
man,
to you got to suck it up. You got to suck it
you
up.
got to say,
But
man,
a
I
lot
got
of people don't think daddies do anything though. A lot of
oh man,
mothers tend to think that fathers don't do anything. Yeah, but shit, tell it to somebody else.
man, man, yeah, cause that's a misconception amongst a lot of black man. Cause I'm from tell you, from one reason, a lot of fathers. I didn't believe this myself, but a lot of fathers have been blocked, and because of the bitterness of the child's mother.
Mm.
And that's a sad thing, but we're gonna speak on that a little later. But if you have a child that's coming to you saying, "Hey, I want to build a relationship and I want to have this with you because now I'm a father and you have a grandchild or this, that, and the third, and you just really putting it off on me as if, okay, well, you need to do the work to get in this relationship then." And it's like, well, I'm reaching out to you. What more you want me to do? And
Exactly.
the man that she's with, I feel it's not a good picture that's being painted. I can tell you now because, like I said, he have twins by her. She already had two previous kids, but he claimed three kids. So one of them you have twins, then you claim one child, but you don't claim the oldest one.
What is
You
do you know if the other child dad is alive? Because I know you specifically
yeah,
said that. That
the first two got the same daddy.
okay, I don't understand what's going on. Okay, it sounds like it come to that oldest one, the one that's doing all that. It just you got something on that right there. I don't know. That don't even sound right itself.
Yeah, and I'm all like, how you want the oldest child to call you nephew, but you don't want the second child, which is not yours. You cool with him calling you daddy.
Hmm. I don't get it.
And now this is another dynamic. This is another thing that plays into the. Like I said, this got so many layers to it. Because on one end, you will hear women say, you know, I got my own child. I can raise him because I already had him before you, this and that, the other. Okay, you don't want him to be known as a stepdad, or you don't want him to have no authority over the child. Okay, cool. That's what you want. That dude probably trying to give it to you. But then you got some people saying, now you the stepdaddy, you know what I'm saying? You the stepfather, so you got the whole package, all of that's yours. I'm like, now y'all can't have it both ways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I'm if
Man,
I'm if I'm stepfather, I got some authority.
yeah. At the end of the day, I'm gonna put it if they up under my roof, especially because a lot of times, uh, they end up moving in with the man. You have some situation they end up moving in with that guy. So yeah, if they up under my roof, it's it it's my rules. That's the way it's gonna be. Because you can easily go stay with your daddy if you want. I won't be
Right.
mad. I would respect that right there
Well,
because I know you don't want to go by what I'm talking about, so I can respect that.
but also, let me ask you this: so up under your roof, you are acknowledge him as part of the family, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Part of the
So I
family.
don't, you know
When
what I'm
when
saying?
we all sit
Yeah,
down to eat dinner, hey, you coming too? Where you at, man? Talk to me. Tell me what you got going on, man. I'm gonna
right,
treat you just like I treat everyone else.
right. And but his man, you got to really listen to, like I say, it's so many different layers to that whole thing, man. I just, I'm a person that's like this. Now I'm just talking about Monique. Now it's in general. You can't be a victim and a victimizer. You're gonna have to pick one.
Mm.
You can't sit up. You got to pick a struggle, baby. I'm just saying. I can ride with you, but you only can have one. You can't play both sides of the fence. If you want to
Mm.
say, "Hey, I've been used and abused," and because my thing is this, man, I would never. They'll just say me and you, for instance. I would never say that you played me, and you know what, Calvin got over on me, this and that, the other. You know what, it's all good. But then I'm gonna go and bash you at the same time. Now, I'm gonna have to take it one way or the other. Then expect for you. I'm not gonna bash you and then expect for you to do right by me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
me and you on the same level, and just say we have some project together, this and that, the other, and I might want to do it a different way, or it was your project, and I feel like, okay, I did it the best I could. But I would have done it better if Calvin would have did such and such, or he would have did this and that, the other. But he told me how he wanted it. He told me what my role was. I just supposed to do my part.
Mm-hmm.
And however it
Mm-hmm.
came out, if it was unsuccessful, I say, hey, I did my part the best of my ability. This is what he wanted me to do. I can't say, well, I did it to my best ability. It would have worked better if he's such and such. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you have another project or something, you looking at me like I ain't fooling with said because he done put our business down the street.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's between me and you. However we get down, that's our business. I'm not gonna discuss me and you with nobody else. That's me and you.
Hmm. So I guess what I'm getting here, what I'm not understanding is so the mother and the son are having issues with each other, right?
Right.
So
And go ahead.
is which one brought this to the light? Did Monique bring it to the light, or did the son bring it to the
Man,
light?
for years. She brought this to the light for years. She been talking about this for years. He finally just came out and just said, "Look," and he even put it in, and he put it in his little video. He said, "Hey, I'm not bringing new dirt. I'm talking about the dirt that she done brung up. I'm explaining to y'all why it is. I'm not. This is not because people are like, I don't understand why you going against your mother and this." People are like, I didn't bring this up. I didn't bring. She been talking about this for years. And he said, I'm just finally coming out because I'm like, I'm just giving y'all some content. And I'm telling you, man, I don't care what nobody said. You watch them 3 videos, he never bashed her. He never said anything. He said, I love my mother. I'm glad her compliment this and that, the other, and third. He just saying, but me and her just can't get along because she acknowledged, and this word gonna get you now. She
Hmm.
acknowledged that she wasn't a good parent.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
guess what she don't want to take for it though? It's your favorite word.
Accountability of it.
Accountability. That and she said she don't want to take account. I said, yep, I knew that word was coming. I knew it was coming.
Well, answer something for because it sounds like to me she's doing that what a lot of parents do. I can talk and say what I need to say, but I don't need you saying nothing. So she wanted to do all the talking about what's going on, but she didn't want him to come back out and say shit. That's what it sounds like.
Exactly. And people saying, and this gonna open up another layer. And people are saying that he shouldn't. That's your mother. But here's the thing that I got to say about that. Especially when you become an adult. I
Mm.
give the best advice I can to my kid. Do that make it right? It does not. Just because your parents told you something or your parents done something for so long, for so many years, don't make it right. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
Me, my parents, my grandmother, my grandparents. You know they always got the saying, practice make perfect. But what if you was practicing it wrong? You doing it perfectly wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I can actually tell you from my perspective, and this is a little off topic, but it's on topic. I think that when it came down to the civil rights thing, they did that totally wrong. Cause look at us right now. So, but when we speak up on that as younger people speak up on what they did in the civil rights, you have no room to talk and this and that. But you screwed up. If you filed up, you filed up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's true though. That's true. You
yeah.
can go back. You can go back to a lot of things, man, and you sit back and you think about it. You be like mom, mom, dad, whoever raised you. Then it could be your grandparent, whatever. And you sit back
Hmm.
on some things like, man, that just ain't. Man, you actually you had a show about that. You like just something that your parents told you that you thought, man, that ain't right because you grew up and you knew better.
Hmm.
But people would take that as an insult. Oh, you talking about your mom? No, I'm just talking about what's right and wrong. At the time you
Hmm.
told me, yeah, I went with it because you my parent. I felt like I supposed to, but now that I'm adult, and then I think about the same lesson, like, nah, that ain't right.
Yeah, I think about how it went down and what goes down and what goes behind it and this and that. Everything is it's not what it seems like. It's like I said, I go back to the civil rights era. They fought to want to go to school. What is that? Brown versus the board or something like that, trying to get into integrate schools with white people. And look how we
Yeah.
turned out because we were doing educational wise, we were doing a whole lot better. Our kids were wanting to go to school to learn. Now
Well,
our kids going from school straight to a damn jail cell.
yeah.
That
And
ain't that
and
ain't very that wasn't very what we was looking for.
yeah, and affirmative action.
Oh yeah.
The plumbers and mechanics, they were doing great. They were actually
Yep.
making a living. They were making good money. But then when you say, okay, we're gonna put everything together, now you got to go to school for it, which that, what I'm saying, that knocked a lot of them out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
which they had the general knowledge. They knew how to fix it. They knew how to all the stuff that were required. But then now you saying, what I'm saying, it's just a monkey wrench. A lot of stuff that you think might have actually helped you probably hurt you.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. And just with this, Monet thing, you want your son just to sit back and let you bash him. I ain't gonna say you were bashing him because I really don't know. But you want your son just to sit back and let you just throw his name in a conversation and him not respond to it. Come on, he's a grown man now.
Yeah.
It's time for him to speak his or say his piece. If you didn't want that, you shouldn't have brought it up.
Because, man, if you listen to it, she wants sympathy. But then, and people were siding with her until they found he expressed himself. Now, a lot of people saying, hold on, Monique. Hold up. You got some
Which,
issues. You got some skeletons in your closet you need to clean up before you start attacking other people.
yeah,
It,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a it's bro. When I say it's a bad look, it's a bad look. And I mean bad. It's like, dog, come on, man. Because you attacking and you want a certain respect or a level of respect for you, and you disrespecting somebody else on the back end. That ain't gonna. And now that it's exposed, it ain't gonna work like that.
No, no, it ain't
And,
gonna work like
and
that.
another thing, another layer to that is this is a black man, 32, so he's a black man opening. Now there's a lot of black men attacking him, and some women saying, "Hey, we just don't do that. We just don't speak out like that." This is why you have a lot of men that don't open up. You want to shame
Hmm.
that man for the thing that he felt like he got the right to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, you always say men always holding stuff in, this and that, the other, because you always figure, hey, we ain't gonna get the help anyway. And now it's showing it in rare form. It's showing it in it done came to the surface. We ain't gonna get help. Now you got men telling him he shouldn't be doing this because that's his mother. No, dog. I feel like if you feel it's I don't care how you cry for help. If you actually need help, if you hurt, if you hit yourself with a hammer, you gonna holler. I don't care how you
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, yeah.
Some type of emotion is gonna come out, and to me, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that dude is hurt, and he's really trying to some type of resolve, but it ain't got so bad now. He just like, I don't want to deal with you, period. I don't even want my kid dealing with you. I'm not asking you for nothing. Just I'm good over here. But what he's saying is, if you're gonna put it out there, people gonna know my side of the story too. Since you keep on bringing it up, because some people going there and say, "Well, where your daddy at?" He said, "Hey, my daddy ain't came
I
on
had
the
to.
internet talking
I'm gonna
about
have to
me."
show. Look at this shoe.
They said, "Where your daddy at?" He said, "My daddy ain't came on the internet talking about me. It's just my mother." So
I'm
I'm
gonna have to
popping it.
look at that too.
Man, bro, it gets deep. It's a sad thing that it's playing out, but like I said, at the same time, it is what it is.
Well, let me ask you this. Correct me if I'm wrong, because if it's any truth to this, I see where most of it come from. Is she from Baltimore?
Yeah. You figure that's a
Okay.
Baltimore thing?
I'm gonna put it like this. That stems from their history too. Because unfortunately for Baltimore, I don't know too much about them, but for what I have read up on Baltimore, it's Baltimore do a lot of incest things over there too. And with that right there,
Really?
you have a lot.
Now you open up my
Yes,
eyes to a whole lot right there, kid. Really?
and yeah, and that stems from slavery, and it just never kind of just left that area. It's a lot of incest, a lot of degenerate sexual shit that they have going on over there, and stuff like that. Having that woman been molested before by some family
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and stuff like that, they have a
Somebody in the
lot of that
family.
shit goes on over there in Baltimore, man. If you look at anybody out of Baltimore, they're gonna be fucked up in the head. And I'm gonna give you a prime example. You're gonna be like, damn. And then it goes on and on. Jada Pinkett.
Yeah,
Yeah. She's
yeah.
fucked up in the head, bro.
Jada Pickett show from Baltimore. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling you.
yeah.
They have a lot of bad shit that goes on with them. Hell, look at Tank Davis. He fucked up in the head. To be honest, look how he talked. And bro, you got to look at a lot of stuff that certain
Demographics of
areas.
the region.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's how demographics. Yeah, demographics and regional areas how they are, and that's just how it is in some of those demographics. Man, you got the regions or whatever I'm trying to get out, but it's it's real fucked up, man.
You
And
know what?
Baltimore is one of them.
And I might have to really look into
Look
that.
into it.
But,
Yeah, look
but,
into it. You're gonna be like, damn, Calvin. That
but
is,
you know
you're right.
what? I'm gonna tell you something. It's kind of off subject, but it's kind of like on the same subject, man. Because we both live in Mississippi. So I remember a partner of mine from Pontotoc, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so I met him, and one time I met him and his girlfriend, and and I was telling my uncle about it, and my uncle said, "Is she a red bone?" And I'm like, yeah, yeah, she light skinned, this, that, the other. He's like, she from Pontotoc, ain't she? I'm like, what they got to do with anything? He said, majority of people Pontotoc are red bone. I'm like, are you serious? And I'd be down. That's just about it.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
You
kind
got
of crazy that to say that about Baltimore. Hey, it might have some truth to it. I'm at the,
you
you know what
see.
I'm saying?
Once you start looking at it, and you start looking at
That's
the
crazy.
demographics, you gonna think back. Damn, they from Baltimore, and that shit. Once they say Baltimore, that's gonna come to your head. You're gonna be like, hold on, man. Calvin said something about that, and so. This, I know what's he talking about. It's gonna come to you. You're gonna be like, damn, this is getting crazy, and that's how it is,
Man,
man.
that's strange. That's crazy how I go from that. But anybody that has I try to do my parenting. a lot different from what I was raised, you know. And I'm not say back talk. I ain't talking about being sassy, but I'm talking about voicing your opinion. A lot of people say,
Yeah.
hey, because you know when we were coming up, we couldn't say nothing. If we was in a room full of adults, we we had no opinion. Shut your mouth. You let grown folks talk and you just be quiet. You know what I mean? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I was a little different because I always pull mine to the side if they had like if I seen them catch a little attitude and I'm with like they say I'm in front of you, man, you talking, I'm telling my son something, he got a little attitude. Hold on, Calvin. Man, what's up? What's on your mind? Cause express it now. You know what I'm saying? I want you to like I said, now I'm just being sassy and you just getting loud, yeah, I'm slapping you upside your head. But if something's going on, I might need to know if you want to get off your chest. If I feel like it need to be got off, you know what I'm saying, the way you acting, if it's coming
Mm-hmm.
off that bad. Cause man,
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time I called the attitude in St. Louis. I already body slammed him in the restaurant. I'm like, man, what the, you know, I got hot quick and I pulled him outside. And you know, when he broke it down to him, I'm like, okay, all right. And we were riding him a little bit, and then you know, he just got frustrated.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right. But I said, but you can't handle it that way because man, Calvin, that was going south fast.
Real fast. Yeah.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
I got the blood got the boiling, but I didn't pop my top, but it was getting there. It was
Yeah.
coming up. I was finna say it was gonna
And
be some problems.
see, me and you would have handled that different because I would have been like, "What the hell you moaning and crying about?" Because damn,
Yeah,
what you want to sit here and catch an attitude? See, now I'm gonna let you express yourself and let you put yourself in a hole. Because if you express yourself in front of everybody like that, now you're trying to be a man.
yeah,
And if you're
yeah,
trying to be
yeah,
a man, I'm gonna show you why you shouldn't try to be a man
yeah,
when you know doggone well we either joking or whatever the case may be, but it's
yeah,
okay for you to jones on somebody else. But when somebody jones on you, you got an attitude. So yeah, I'm gonna do one of those what you call is off of wife and
uh,
kids. He always doing his little signature moves and shit like that. I'm gonna do something similar like that. Cause I'm gonna embarrass you. I'm gonna embarrass you. I'm just gonna put it
yeah,
like that. I'm gonna embarrass you. Fuck it.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, but you know, that just the different styles. But yeah, man, I like to know. Cause man, I don't know what it is, the food or whatever the case may be, man. Because these kids nowadays so suicidal and so sensitive. I'm like, man, what's really going on?
Yeah, they are.
The stuff that we endured when we was coming up, man. Nah, they could have been a high suicide rate. I don't know, but now they're like they just can't take no type of pressure.
None. I mean, these motherfuckers, they need to be wearing Pampers or something. These motherfuckers need to be
Because
wearing
for
some diapers
one,
at all time, man. Damn.
I grew up, I grew up this, I grew up poor. Yeah, I didn't have like they say, you had your church shoes, you had your good shoes or whatever, your casual shoes, you had your tennis shoes. That was it. Now and that damn near got to last you the whole year, and your feet growing.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have
Mm-hmm.
several pair of every shoe. You didn't endure the thing that we should have been suicidal about or snapped about. We didn't, and you don't have the reason to be in that predicament. You know, if you're being provided for like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So shoot. And just
Yeah,
how many was it of y'all? What? I
six.
know it was six of y'all.
Uh-huh.
Shit. So
Three boys, three girls. Yeah.
you were pretty much in the same predicament I was in. It was seven of
The
us.
black Brady bunch, what they used to call us.
And so you
Yeah.
was pretty much in the same position we was.
And
So you had what, six of y'all, seven of us, poor as hell, and then, like I said, my mom, I don't think we were welfare bound on welfare, so we and the clothes and all that stuff. So man, it was just man, fuck these kids don't know nothing about growing up,
and you know
man.
what's crazy and funny about the whole thing? We was on welfare. The crazy thing about that was majority, if not all, but the vast majority, I bet you 90% of us was on welfare, and we all trying to hide it from each other.
Show the fuck did. How,
And no
what I
need
want to
to.
know is how the hell do all of us go to a store with a book of food stamps and try to hide that we from man, That was dumb as hell, man. Hey, man, I'll be back. I'm gonna run in here and get me something. Oh, I'm on my way to over there. Nah, I'll be back, man. Don't worry about that. What you got? I got you. I'll bring it out there to you. You on food, and then they got food stamps too. It was just crazy,
Yeah.
man. It
You
was.
couldn't be. You want to feel ashamed. You want to feel ashamed, but you don't have the. But that's something as a child you had no control over, you know. And that's one thing. My kids, when they start going, I said, I better not ever hear y'all down anybody in class for not having something that you might feel like, you know, like they should have new clothes, something like that. I said, cause that child was me.
Hell yeah.
I said, Joe, so don't ever, you know what I'm saying? And I said that particular child have no control over what coming in and out his house.
Sure
Because
don't.
y'all don't have no control over coming in and out this house. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Y'all just a recipient of what we giving y'all. And you know, just so happened that, you know, I was in a better position than my mother was, but she was a single parent doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I don't do. I was like, man, you don't never, ever take somebody else's story and you run with it and you saying, oh, y'all are this and y'all. Yeah, because you talking about me.
Hmm.
Because I was that person.
I tell you now, me personally, if mine had done some dumb shit like that, I got to embarrass you. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have to embarrass. I would send you to school with the same clothes on for a whole month,
Every day.
every day for a whole
No,
month,
no.
just to do it. You know, I'll wash them every day, but you'll go to
Yeah.
school. You'll go to school with the same clothes on every day.
Yeah. You got to understand that, man. But man, I really want you to. I hope you get a chance to look into it. Check that out, man. It's like I said, it's sad that it's playing out like that, but it is a teachable moment though. Look at
Mm.
these this dude, and another thing on that too, because he has had counseling and he have had mental trauma, and this opened up the eyes to me because I always thought you reach a certain age. Now this is just me now. I always thought you reach a certain age, you ought to just do better. I didn't know about mental problems, and I know people, and I'm older than me right now that have mental issues. I just thought that was a cop out. I thought people were saying that just to, you know what I'm saying, just to
Yeah,
not do
yeah.
stuff. But man, that is a serious thing. And Monique even put that out there about her own child. I'm all like, man, you really, you're going in.
Hmm.
And this dude is trying to explain to her son, trying to explain to her, for you to put that out there like that, and people who's dealing with mental issues, don't you know you can cause them to commit suicide or kill somebody?
Yeah,
Instead of you know what I'm saying, come to that person, y'all working out the best way that y'all could, but you put it out there like, like it's not a serious thing. You could really cause more trauma to a person that already got a mental illness.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Man,
yeah.
I gotta say this too. I gotta say this. I gotta go back on the cheating thing. I forgot this one tidbit. This one
Uh
tidbit.
oh. Uh oh.
So this was back in 90. It was back about 95. Back in 90, I'm showing my age, but this back in 95. I was working at
Old,
uh
old as hell.
Tupelo Medical Mount. I'm working back at the Tupelo Hospital, right?
Yeah.
So this is the first time this is the first time this ever happened to me. You know, somebody always say, you look like so and so, you look like so and so. They never right. So I probably was I think I was 24, 25 at the time. And this lady might have been her mid 40s, close to 50. And she called me out. She was all like, you got to be done, son. And I'm thinking, damn, done who? She's like, done spring. I'm like, yeah, that's my dad. She's like, you look just like, you look. So I'm like, damn, that's the first time that ever happened. Somebody actually got me associated with the right person, right? So
Yeah.
anyway, she was real cool with me, man. She knew my mom, the dad. I was like, okay, she knew him from back in the day. So one day, cleaning the building, man, just as a group of us, we was out there talking, and I think I was about to get married. I think that's when it was. I was about to get married, and she was all like, she was married once. She said, I got a divorce though. She's like, I live with my mother, and I'm thinking, damn, that's messed up. And she was all like, if I had to do it all over again, she said, Cedric, I wish I could have stayed. I wish I had it in me to stay in my marriage because only thing that he was doing was cheating. And I'm thinking, man, that's really messed up. So you just gonna give him a pass? And she was like, no, I'm not saying that I just wanted him to do it. She said, but I should have endured it because now he done settled down. He got a whole new family, house and everything. She said, and I'm living with my mother.
Mm.
And she said, I could have, she said, but this goes back to what I was saying. People bringing it to her attention. So she felt like she had to do something about it. And later on in life, now she regret that she did it.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that's why I
Oh,
say
look,
you
I know
put
how many
people,
ladies out there feel like that now that they was with somebody and only thing he did was just so-called cheated and they left
she
him.
said, I would never stay. I never would have stayed with him if he was on crack or had addiction. She said, or he was just abusive. She said that I wouldn't have done. She said, but that cheating, she said, I wish I had known now. I should have endured that. I should have just, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, he would have came in or would have stopped or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, man, because when I first heard, it, I was like, man, that's crazy as hell.
Yeah.
But
Being
if you
young, really not knowing. I got you.
yeah, not knowing because I'm not like, here, shit, get you another one. But now that I done grew up and wised up, and I see the number is not in a woman's favor, and I'm not condoning it, but it's
Yeah.
not in a woman's favor to split or break up from your marriage because the numbers don't match up. There
Yeah.
are not enough men to cover all the women. And if
Mm-hmm.
your man, and I'm saying don't go out there looking for it, and of course, hopefully, he don't go out there just doing something just flat out in front of your face. But at the same time, I look at a lot of women now, and especially the ones that celebrity level, man. I seen the other day, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. Because one thing I told you, one thing that's gonna humble beauty, I don't care how bad you are, one thing that's gonna humble beauty is age.
Oh
I seen
yeah.
the other day Holly Berry in a elevator half naked. I'm like, what the hell? You in your
Half
fifties
naked.
now? You in your 50s now. But you don't you're not generating enough. Um, you're not generating the same buzz you once had when you see the celebrities now. You talking about celebrities. When you don't do right with your young age and get what you're supposed to get, like Taraji P. Henson, you should have got your money back then. But I blame that on your management.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
Mm-hmm.
really didn't tip your hand and said it was your management because you fired everybody. But when you mismanage your youth and you get up in age like that,
Mm-hmm.
Tiana, what's her name? Tatiana Taylor, whatever her name is. Seen her the other day half naked. She done left her and her man got divorced. I don't know why. The basketball player, they split for whatever reason. Now you going somewhere half naked because you up in age now.
Mm. And
So
they
now you
thinking running around here half naked is gonna get him a man. That's
I got
not
to have
gonna
that
do it.
appeal. I got to have that appeal again. So I got to do, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, that's sad.
That's not
So
gonna do it either.
you look at the women, and these women are established. I know, but I don't think Holly Berry broke or nothing like that. So you look
This
at the
shit.
women that's around here now at a younger age that don't want to deal with a man that's not making over 100,000, and which that's even less of a man because you got men that first of all, first thing is the fact about people who make about 100,000. They a majority of them live check to check, so they don't have excess of money. So
Mm-hmm.
if you go up to a man making 250,000 a year, if a man is making 100,000, I think that's like 7% of men. Then you go to 200,000, that's he more than 1%. So you can
Damn.
less that number drop drastically. But you're taking a man that's majority of the men that's making 40 or 50,000 a year. Those your average earning guys. Those are the guys that you're gonna have to just, you know. And I ain't gonna say the word settle because when they say subtle, I had to settle for a guy. That means you're going to the bottom. A man making that average earning man is not the bottom.
No. No, it's not.
That
No.
bottom. When you look at you put some orange juice in your orange juice in the bottle and you put it in the refrigerator and don't mess with it for about a few weeks and it done settle all the oranges at the bottom and everything else clear.
Yeah. I've trust me,
So
I've done that. Uh-huh.
you done seen it. So you're looking
Mm-hmm.
at a man that's making, and what I always say, a woman either want a man making 100,000 or she want a man ain't making nothing. Because that man making 50,000 up in that range. He busy. He
Yeah,
getting it. He on this
yeah,
grind.
yeah.
You don't want to be with that. You don't want to be the guy running the race. You want the guy that either finished the race or the guy that didn't even get in the race at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Basically, want a man around you a lot of times, just wanting to be around you. But most men that's out there grinding, whether between from my standpoint, between 50 to 100, that them the ones out there grinding, right?
Yeah.
So they gonna stay busy a majority of the time because they trying
A majority of the
busy.
week. They got to get
Yeah,
it.
they got to get it because they trying to get to where when they get to a certain age, they want to be sitting there established where they ain't got to do all that ripping and running anymore.
And another and I seen this thing the other day. This guy he was in the bar and female bartenders, well, I ain't bartender. I guess they bring the drink servers or whatever. So he asked the
Bottle
question,
girl.
bottle girl. He asked the question to these women: you want a man that's rich and that cheap, or you want a guy that's broke and that's faithful?
Hmm.
And a majority of them are gonna say, I don't want to be cheated on, this, and that, which is cool. But this was interesting to me. You had a few of them out there say, I'll take them broke for one. I can build them up. And how 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 you gonna do that? That's
Yeah,
what I want to know.
yeah.
How you gonna take a man that's broke or have a broke mentality and make him into something that he obviously ain't trying to be?
I would love to know that. I
And
wish it was.
then
I wish we had some females on here to tell me how you can do that.
and then if you could bring them up, if you have that much power, then I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, if you think that you are that skillful in doing that, why are you a bottle girl?
That's a good question.
Why you even in there working? Why you ain't with that? Why you ain't with a man right now building them up to make 100,000 or 6, 7 figures or whatever you want them to make?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That kills me when you have women that say stuff like that. Well, if he get with me, I can make him this. I can make him. No, you can't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If that's not what he want to be, you not. If he good, and he content where he at, he good.
Yeah. And if he content and he's making it, and he feels that he's not struggling, why why do he need to go anywhere? I'm good. That's
Yeah,
what he gonna be like. I'm good.
yeah.
And
Because like I
most
said,
men like that ain't gonna have no kids. So
and yeah, that's true. And a lot of times they just say, hey, like I said, if you could do any man like that, you wouldn't be working.
yeah, they just be talking. They just be talking.
Yeah,
Just be
I'm gonna build
talking.
him up. I can build him up. Oh, if I get with a man, if he do got money, he ain't gonna cheat. Oh, okay. Which I'm not saying
Mm,
that they all do, but we already know those who's making that big time money. They they flex their options.
yeah, they do. I got a question. When are we gonna try to get it on here at least about twice a week, twice a week, especially this month since we don't been kind of behind on what's the name because I want to talk on some stuff. And the next broadcast we have, you got a question to ask the ladies.
Yeah. Oh, but I got something I got to tell you too, man. I said I can't wait to tell old Simo this, and I
Yeah,
knew it was coming, but it ain't finished just yet. But mark my words, it's coming. Talked about
yeah.
Tyrese. You see what happened to Tyrese lately?
Other than that motherfucking red dress this little punk ass was
Uh,
wearing,
other than that,
he don't have something else going on.
his woman that he had been with, she left him because he talk about his ex too much. I'm telling you, that man won't. He want her back, bro. He want her back,
That dude he is
man. That dude want that woman back, and I
I don't
guarantee
know
you,
what to
before
say
this year
about
over
that
with, they're
guy.
gonna be back together. I guarantee it.
I don't know what to say about that guy to be honest. I'm trying to figure it out with Tyrese, man. I don't.
Tyrese loved that woman, man. They have a child together. I say he need to go back. She already said she want him back. They need to get that thing figured out because, man, I'm gonna tell you, that dude been walking around here crazy for months, maybe even a year now.
really saying that dude been walking
Yes,
around here
yes.
crazy for decades. He been walking around here
For
crazy
what?
for decades, man.
No,
Yes, it man, hell, man. He
man.
it's just something about that guy,
Tyrese been on this
man.
game.
No, you know it's
Tyrese, when he
easy
had that
to.
woman, man, he was at his best, bro. I'm telling you.
I could tell. Not the way the Rock slapped the shit out of him. Cause the
When?
Rock, really,
I know about that.
man, don't make me pull
For
this
what?
shit up.
I mean, why? What was the
I
deal?
don't know what was going on. Only thing I seen was Ludacris. This was in the they was in a filming process of one of them Fast and the Furious. I forgot which one it was, but
You know what? I think I
Ludacris
did hear that. I think I
and
did hear that.
Ludacris
Shit
was
out of that.
actually walking up, and he was like, showing the scenes and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff be playing, I believe. But anyway, Ludacris like, oh, look at the Rock and what's the name? And I don't know what happened, man. The Rock just slapped it, man. Bitch slapped it. He just tucked up and ran, and Ludacris just turned away and just walked away, man. He was like, damn, slapped the shit out of that boy, man. I'm like, dang, that's messed up. I don't care how big the Rock is. I would have had to. He probably would have got me, and there ain't no problem to it with him being
Hey,
big.
you never know. You never know. Now,
But the
I just
thing
ain't
it
gonna be another
is,
fight.
I'm gonna put it like this. But the thing it is, me and him had to go. We would have to go. You ain't gonna just slap me like no bitch.
Two things you can't do. You can't slap a man. You can't spit on him. Just can't
Oh
do that.
no, you ain't finna do all
Yeah,
that. And
that's
that,
crazy.
but he would have known I was there. That for sure. He may would have got the best, but he would have known, and the world would have knew it too. Because, God damn it, if I would have to bite his goddamn ankles or something, you just ain't go. You just ain't finna just slap me around and shit like I'm like Damien did on Blake, man. Just slap me around and call me Susie. No, I don't think so.
No, man.
I don't think so, girl. Hell
Ugh,
no,
that that that's
slap.
that's that's just blatant disrespectful though. But man, watch what I'm telling you. Year,
Hey,
I give me a
I
Tyrese speak back with old girl.
yeah, we finna get up out of here. But do not forget, when we come back, Say got a question to ask y'all young ladies. So y'all get prepared. Y'all get prepared for this question because it's gonna be a doozy too. It's gonna be it's gonna be one hell of a doozy. I can't wait to hear the answers from y'all ladies
And
because
hopefully I can get back on that our regular time and not in the morning. Hopefully get back at a time
no,
and
it
before
really
people are work.
it ain't even gonna matter because I'm trying to start this morning show anyway. I'm gonna try to start a morning
Oh,
show. I want to do a morning show so early about I'm gonna say between 5:30 and 6:30 and catching them as they go to work.
put something on their mind.
Put something on their mind. Yeah, I
Okay,
want to do that.
okay.
And now I don't know if you're gonna be available for that or not, but
Yeah, just hit me up, man. And like I said, it's just all about location and conditioning. Well, it really ain't about location. It's really about the elements. And
and see
all,
the
as long as
and the
you got no
morning
snow
show
and
is
rain,
gonna be
I'm
one
good.
topic too. It's gonna be one topic. We're gonna jump in, hit that one topic, and come up out of there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's gonna be
yeah.
probably about a 30 minute to a 45 minute. We just wanna interact with everybody on their way to work, do a morning thing. That's why I'll probably do it. I'm gonna try to do it every day. Not every day, but I work on Mondays, so I ain't gonna be able to do it Mondays.
So like a Tuesday through Friday type deal.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, man,
Uh-huh.
we covered a whole lot of things, man. But like I said, you get the chance, man. Jump on that Monique, man. It's entertaining, but it is also it's real. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like I say, it's just, man, kids and parents. I don't care what age, man. That's just something that I think it contribute to a lot of. If kids have a lot of things on their hell, if even parents, even if them, they might have a lot of things on their mind. I
Mm-hmm.
think, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I know it's gonna be a bashing thing. I know. I just feel like the miseducation that a lot of these kids get is something that holds them back. that holds them back, you know. And the the situation that you have now with single mothers raising their daughters to be independent, I think
Mm,
that's definitely a problem that affects the black community. And I ain't saying that, yeah, I want you to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, but it wasn't by design. I don't think it was by design for it to be like that. I
yeah,
think
I
people,
agree.
as far as building a community and things of that nature, you just can't be by yourself, especially long term. And I see too many. I got to go with the black celebrities. I see too many black celebrity women crying in their 50s and stuff because all they got is success.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, man, good talking to you again, kid. I got my question ready. I done actually compound. I broke it down from 3 choices to just 2 now, but it's gonna be a whopper. I like to know. I really would like to know what people perspective is on it.
Mm-hmm. All
Yeah.
right, well, give me your closing, and we're gonna walk our way up off of here.
Well, like I say, everybody, just stay on your pivot. Hey, black men, just stand up. I need y'all. I need y'all, man. I really need y'all to really stand up and get focused, and everything can fall back in order like it should be.
And y'all know me. This is your boy Calvin from Seymour TV, and we got the relationship expert. Don't gave it to us this morning, man. He gave it to us. And you know my old saying, we'll be seeing your ass when we see you. Peace
All
out,
right,
y'all.
kid. All right, now.